Hey everybody, Try Dying to Live here, playing some KSP. I've had my very first donator. I ran around the living room giggling and smiling, acting all goofy-like. They love me, they really do. It was a gift from Creonto. It was for $10, and Creonto said, hey, would you mind if I made a request? Would you just make the most ridiculous? Whatever. The most ridiculous rocket. Ridiculous. I like that word. Rocket ever. And believe it or not, that was kind of a challenge. And so he said it'd be kind of fun video to make something awful and make it labor into orbit. So I thought to myself, what's more awful than a 6-high stack? And since a 6-high stack by itself can't go up in the air, we'll put some SRBs along with it, because I don't think that SRBs get the kind of love that they need. And you know, I thought to myself, SASs, overrated. They're garbage. Everybody uses them. You know what? Let's start a new trend. No SAS. Alright, so we promised an orbit, and by golly, we're going to get this thing into orbit, or my computer is going to catch fire, and you know, the police will come and say, why is your house, apartment, whatnot on fire? And I will say, Creonto, it's his fault, or her fault. Alright, and I always keep turning my SAS on like it means something. Alright, here we go. Yes, we have liftoff. And this thing is crazy. Look at that. It's like a top that's upside down or something. I don't know. What does it look like? Looks like the Washington Monument, and a lot of tall people are all standing around it. And I am maxing out my controls. Alright. Poof. Poof. There we go. Whoa! Did you see it? Did you see it jump when I hit that? That's awesome. Now I am using a vectoring engine in the middle, and so basically that's the only way I'm able to control this thing, because I'm actually maxing my controls in a direction. And if you put 6 tanks on each other and use a vectoring engine, you can't actually get this rocket off the ground. So, and even with all these, go away. I gotta fire these quickly, otherwise the rocket will slow down and won't make it. Oh, there's too many. Oh, there's too much stuff. I have to wait until all that stuff despawns before it'll. There we go. Okay, you have to get far enough away from it that it just sort of turns into math figures, and they go on rails and just crash down. Kind of gets a little laggy. Oh, we're falling over. Come on, there we go. I love it. Every time you turn those on, the whole thing jumps and jives around. All right, come on. Can we get far enough away from the planet to get that? Oh, we're spinning. Don't spin. I miss my SAS. Use those all the time. I think I'm addicted to them. Come on! Oh, you're falling over. It's very top heavy. It's like when you're being pushed from the bottom. All right, there we go. We're doing good. Better get rid of these two. All right, we are. Hey, we're still going up. We're still going up. That's good. That's a good thing. I mean, we're spinning like crazy. Oh no! 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 Stop! Stop! Stop spinning! Don't stop it! No, this way. This way. Stop. No, this way. There you go. Thank you for not spinning. Right? If I turn the SAS on, it will. That helps a little. All right. So we are at. Let's go to here. Map view. We're gonna have. Oh, our apoapsis is nice and high. Let's do this. Let's go towards 270. You know why? Because we can do it. I'm going to kind of fill up this area around here. This will be our first ship going towards 270. Now, if you're wondering why I'm making the most ridiculous ship going around, it's because YouTube, my videos are supposed to be approved for partnership, except I don't want to go quite that way over just yet. I do need to go up because it's very underpowered. Believe it or not, I can actually easily get to my apoapsis and then not be going fast enough. Anyways, YouTube has a partner program where they show advertisements, and but you have to be approved so that you're not like putting up a copy of, you know, Snow White and the Seven Dwarves and then making advertising money on it. So because you actually have to legitimately own or make it. And since I'm using video game graphics, it's sort of like an extra step. Because some video game companies, because technically the graphics are copyright, and a video game company could say you can't make a video and put it up on YouTube of our video game. Even if you're playing it, you can't do it. Thankfully, most publishers don't care because, hey, the fact that I'm playing Kerbal Space Program shows that, you know, shows how fun it is, and I'm showing you guys how to do it, and so Squad, who makes Kerbal Space Program, benefits from this, and so I think somewhere on their forum somewhere they said, yeah, just go ahead and do that. Most video games are that way. I don't know if there's any video games that don't. But anyways, you have to go through an extra step. And so, for whatever reason, they have to... what are you doing on fuel? I'm probably doing pretty good. They have to approve it. And if they take very long to approve it, more than like a day or two, which I've had videos up there that have been up there for several weeks even, and they haven't got them approved, which is really quite annoying. I basically don't make anything from them. So one of the things that I suggest to you guys is I said, well, would you guys be okay if I put like a donation link up? Now you don't have to donate, whatever. But I said, you know, if you're gonna send me money, I'm gonna do something cool for you. Like I'm gonna put like a ship with your name on it in space, or I'm gonna send you a I'm getting close to apoapsis. Speed up! Or I'm going to send you a link to a ship. And so basically what I just kind of did like a PBS thing, like stages. Like, so if you send me just like 10 cents, any amount of money, like if you send me a penny, and you say, I got a penny, I'll toss it your way, I will send you a link to the Rocket of the Month. If you donate $10, I will put a rocket in orbit. I won't necessarily make like a video to it, but it'll be up there. So like this one was kind of interesting, so I thought I'd like, yeah, let's make a video of it. If you donate $10, I'll put a rocket up here, right? And so like the next time I have a video, I'll be like, oh look, here is, you know, Nuclear Wizard's rocket. Except for Nuclear Wizard didn't donate. He was awesome and promoted my YouTube channel just off of him and said, hey, I really like this channel. So that's why he's got one. Anyways, so for just if you donate $10 like Creonto did here, you have a rocket with your name around it in permanent orbit for as long as I keep this world. Like if version 15.15 comes out and the worlds are incompatible, like, you know, sorry, you know, thanks for playing, sorry. This rocket's hard to turn. But anyways, but in the meantime, you'll have a rocket permanent until like an incompatible version happens, or like the world fills up so badly and the saving file program doesn't work, and it's like, okay, well, I'd like to play this game some more, but all my rockets are flying around, and I have to clear out some. I'll probably just clear out some first. But anyways, and then if you donate $20, I'll give you an orbit around the moon, moon, whatever. And then if you donate $100, then I'll put an orbit around something or another. You know, just like put it around the solar system, and I'll send you a box of tea, my favorite tea. So, just for fun, you know. And like I said before, you know, don't be like, oh man, I gotta feel like I'm obligated to donate. Just don't, right? I don't want your obligation money, right? But if you're like, you know what, you're helpful, I want to send you a buck or two. That'd be cool. Alright, so that's the way that's going. If you're wondering what was going on, that's what's going on. Anyways, I've been thinking about other games to add in, and I don't want to do anything that's going on popular, right? So, Modern Warfare 3 is out. Alright, Battlefield 3 is out. Skyrim, Elder Scrolls number 5. I think that game, Elder Scrolls, isn't that made by Mojang? I was so confused. I wish somebody would clear that up. The name, anyways, whatever. Hopefully you got that joke. But anyways, I'm not gonna play Elder Scrolls 5. Just anything that's currently popular. I'll play maybe some indie stuff. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I like indie stuff just because you never know what you're gonna get. You know, sometimes you get something like just as you always get something that is experimental. You know, kind of like Minecraft or KSP. You just don't know. It's like it's not a tried and true thing. You know, you're not gonna see EA come up and say, you know what we need to do? We need a rocket simulation game. That would appeal to the masses. Let's put money and effort and people into a rocket sim. You're never going to see that, okay? It's only going to come from the indie people. I mean, think about it. How many games are made out there that are, you know, to a pattern, right? It's like, okay, what sells? We're going to make it to the pattern. But there's a lot of games out there that just aren't to a pattern or are very unique in themselves. For example, what's a good example of a game that's not to a pattern? I think Amnesia is probably a good example of a game not to the pattern. Let's see here. We got a Parapsis. Alright, this is going to be a big orbit. There we go. Alright, Creonto. There you go. But I don't necessarily want to stick with stuff because I might actually do some old games. Because there's some old games I like to play. But anyways, I don't know. I've got a couple ideas. I'm also a cheap gamer. And what I mean by a cheap gamer is, so when a game comes out and it's $50 or $60, I never buy it. Maybe I've bought in my entire life one, maybe two games ever. I think Portal 2 and BioShock were the only two games that I've ever spent more than $25 on, right? So I'm always a cheap gamer, but I love it because, you know, my computer's always able to max out the graphics. You never have to go, oh, I guess I have to, you know, I'm only getting 20 frames per second. I always get max frame rate, always get great graphics, always, you know, and the thing is, like, if I spend $60 on a game, you know, that's $60 with a game, and say it's a, you know, some games are 10-hour games single player. I love single player. I think there is so much to be said in a story. I think if you put characters and stories out, I think that's absolutely spectacular. You know what? I'm gonna keep talking. I'm just gonna make a new rocket. I don't inflate. Don't inflate. Back to the Space Center. We're gonna make some more rockets while we're talking. But anyways, I think there's a lot to a good storyline, and I think you can make a multiplayer pretty easily. I mean, the balancing is hard, but I don't think it's terribly hard to make multiplayer. Personally, I mean, the technology aspect of it is difficult, but you know, you're just trying to balance things and trying to make things smooth. And there's even multiplayers that were popular that I don't think were very smooth. For example, I don't think Halo 2 had very good multiplayer. Now, millions and millions of people screaming angry things at me over the internet, you know, may not be wrong, I guess, or they may be wrong, but whatever. But I didn't think it had very good multiplayer for a handful of reasons. First of all, your starter weapon was terrible, and but still, people played it like crazy, and the people played Halo 2 over and over for the multiplayer. They played Halo 3 for the multiplayer. Like, the storyline was pretty good, but I don't know. I hated the storyline for Halo 3. I thought it was awful. I'm just biased. But anyways, for you know, that's an example of a good single player storyline. So I think that just, you know, that makes a game. And so kind of looking for games that have good single player storylines. Just kind of thinking. So if you got a game that you like, an indie game or a cheap old game, and you're like, you know, you should play this cheap old game, you know, I might just play that cheap old game. I like cheap old games because they're cheap and old. But anyways, I got a couple ideas, and probably what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to start like recording things, and I'll play like a half hour, and then watch my video back and just say, you know, am I entertained? Am I finding this interesting? Sometimes I play something, I'm like, man, this is good, great video, and I watch it back and I'm like, that was awful video. And sometimes I forgot to name my rocket again. I always do that. That's right. This rocket's going nowhere. It's a terrible rocket. What should be like just the perfect rocket for the orbit, like just powerful enough. Anyways, oh no, oh look at you. You're not very good. Let's move you up here. Oh wait, don't do that. Oh, we're taking off. We're taking off. Now this is gonna be like the rocket he really wanted. Oh no! Oh no! Panic! 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 Oh, killed him. Sorry guys. Sorry, Edvin Tom and Rodwise are weird names. Sorry guys. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. That was awful. We'll steer away from the tower. Anyways, so I'm looking for games that are unique and interesting that you think other people should be playing. And why aren't you not working? Why don't you work? Don't you hate me now? Oh, there we go. Are you going? Was that it? Oh, there we go. There we go. Steer away from the tower. No, that's the wrong way. That's right into the tower. Oh no! Oh no! Panic! 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 Get that! Whoa! Oops! Well, that's even worse. Parachute. Bits going everywhere. Whoa! Anyways, sorry. So if you guys have any suggestions, I'm gonna try a few things out. Believe it or not, I might actually do a Call of Duty game, but nothing that came out in the last. Nothing that came out in the last like 7 years. But where are you? Good grief. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go submit a bug. Oh, come on now. I'm gonna go submit a bug, and you know, after that I might just play some other games. Anyways, hey, thanks you guys for watching. And you know, tell your friends.